Are you struggling to use your palette knife to create awesome, beautiful effects because you're not really sure how to use it? Don't worry, in this video, I'm gonna show you the best ways to use a palette knife so that way you're perfect using it every single time. Let's go. Hey, it's me, it's Wild coming at you to help you unlock your creative passion. First time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below because I come out with new videos every week to help make you bigger and better. All right, hold up for just a quick second. I'm gonna guess what your hardest part with oil painting is. Let me guess, using a palette knife. That's generally everybody's problem when they start off doing wet on wet painting, is trying to get these things to paint break or create beautiful effects. And there is a reason why you struggle with this, because no one shows you how to correctly hold a palette knife for beautiful effects. But it's okay because I'm here to help you, and I'm gonna show you the correct way so that way you can nail it every single time. The biggest mistake beginners make with palette knives is they use a death grip, where they kind of hold it where it's like a golf club or a baseball bat. And they're kind of gripping it way too hard, which makes your fingers tense up, your palm tense up, and your forearm. Essentially, you've just got one big, strong muscle that doesn't allow you to freely move across your canvas and allow the knife to do the work. And the whole part about a palette knife is letting the knife do the work. So to correct this, I'm gonna show you the proper way to gingerly hold a palette knife so that way you allow the knife to do the work. Now, real quick, this technique will work if you're right-handed or left-handed. I'm gonna show you the right-hand side because that's what I am, but just flip all the directions so that way it suits you if you're a lefty out there, okay? To hold a palette knife correctly, you wanna hold the knife between your thumb and middle finger just below the hilt and barely let it float between the pressure of those two fingers. Then take your pointer or index finger and gingerly rest it on the hilt and at the base of the blade. What this does is it'll stop the blade from bouncing up and you losing control as you come across for things like paint breaks on mounts. It just gives you that little extra bit of control. And for the rest of your fingers, just gingerly rest them on the rest of the blade wherever it feels comfortable. Those last two fingers are strictly there just to give you that extra little bit of support due to the extra weight of the knife. By holding the knife this way, when you apply paint to the edge of the blade of the knife, you'll notice that it'll become slightly top heavy. And this is exactly what you want, because now all your hand has to do as it's applying pressure between your thumb and index finger is gingerly glide across the canvas and allow that weight of the knife to tip forward onto that canvas. And this is how you'll be able to apply paint to your canvas gingerly without you treating your painting as if it's a piece of toast and your palette knife like a butter knife where you're smashing your paint in, not really creating beautiful effects. You see, when you can allow the knife to do the work, this is where you really achieve awesome, great effects. Now, it's gonna feel really odd holding a knife like this at first, and to be honest, it felt odd to me. But if you do a few practice strokes, you're gonna see how this will improve your painting exponentially overnight. It just takes a few strokes until you get it. In fact, I guarantee you by the third time you actually do a paint break, it's gonna feel so much more natural that you're gonna be so happy that I showed you the proper way to hold a palette knife. Now, if you still struggle using a palette knife, it's okay. We all struggle at first, but I'm gonna give you an awesome personal hack from me to you. I would recommend getting different palette knives and see how they feel in your hands and how the blades work. Some, like this one here I got at Michael's, has more of a square handle that feels comfortable for when I have to slice in paint on my canvas. It also has a more rounded blade, which I recommend for beginners because it allows the paint to actually roll off compared to like the Bob Ross knife where it's actually like a blade at the end where the paint does cut straight off of it onto the canvas. But you know, each one has their pros and cons, but I would recommend test a few out there and see what works best for you. I'm so glad that I help all of you become bigger and better with your painting adventures out there. It makes me really happy. Now, I plan on doing a video that shows you how to do paint breaks, but before I even get to that video, I'm gonna show you a video on how to do a nice little hack of achieving paint breaks by doing paint slices on your mountain. When that video is getting ready for you, I'm gonna put it in the top right corner over here. And if there's any other videos you want to check out from me, YouTube's going to suggest a video down in the bottom right-hand corner. And until next time, my friends, have a happy painting day, and I can't wait to see you next time in my next painting adventure video for you. Until then, peace.